know that. We're going to start on our backs. You can have your feet. Let's have the feet Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees flop apart. Yep. Yep. You may need to stagger it a little with your neighbor. That's it. So soles of the feet are together, knees are flopping apart. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or the palms facing open. Any which way goes here. And just connect to your breath. Inhale through the nose to the back of the throat. Exhale through the nose to the back of the throat. Feel your lower back spread across the mat. Feel your inner thighs drop open. And just arrive. Couple more cycles of breath. Good. Blink your eyes open. Extend your left leg forward towards the front edge of the mat. Flex the foot so the calf is down and hug your right knee towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Yeah, so grab below the kneecap and drag that right leg in kind of towards the right hip. Flex your left calf strong. Yeah, so it's a subtle stretch, otherwise known as wind removing pose, but nobody else would know what the hell that is. Yes. It's an old Bikram term. You're breathing. Okay. You're going to keep your right leg hugging in very tight towards your navel. Reach your arms forward towards the front edge of the mat like a Pilates roll up. Lift the back of the head and shoulders up off the ground. Now, when you do this, you're not crunching your neck towards me. Look straight towards the sky. If it's too much, hands go behind the head. So you draw that lower belly in and up. Float the left calf. The left calf floats. So it's like you're in a mountain pose. Yeah, like a mountain climber pose, but you're on your back. There'll be a significant amount of torture in this morning's class. Yes, because it's the last one of the year, unless you continue just to do yoga until midnight tonight. I don't know. You never know. We got a couple crazy people in here, so we never know. I plan to go jogging at 10 o'clock. No, just kidding. Yep, holding. You're just holding and hovering. The left calf is floating if you're looking for more intensity. Your breath is with you. Keep the lift of the left leg. Don't let it drop. Extend the right leg straight up towards the sky. Don't use your hands. Your arms are reaching forward like a Pilates roll up, or your hands are behind your head. That's it. So it's like a split leg stance, like a scissor. Your lower back is spreading. Your breath is flowing. You're here. You're alive. You're happy. You're well. So when we release out of this, you're going to release into resting ankle to knee. So you're going to cross your right ankle over the top of the left thigh and take the left foot flat to the floor. That's it. Now you can relax the head and the shoulders and use your right hand to encourage the right thigh to press away from you. Flex your right foot strong. If there's any variation of this that creates a little bit more intensity, please take it. Yeah, but resting pigeon is a great restorative hip opener. Yep. 3 breaths. Release the right leg out in front of you. Let the right calf go flat to the ground. Flex the foot strong. Hug the left knee in towards the navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Let the shoulders draw down the back. Pause here. Do nothing else but hug the leg in, lubricating the hip. Good. Bill, you already did that leg. Switch legs. Or did you do the wrong leg? Are you gonna? It's gonna be one of those classes. Okay, that's all good. Like you have days that sometimes you just do everything, backwards. It's good for the brain. Keep hugging the left knee and give it a good squeeze. Reach the arms forward and hover everything. So reach the arms forward, lift the back of the shoulders up. It's not a neck crunch. You're working your abdominal wall. It's isometric movement. Float the right calf. Most of you need more intensity, so lift the right calf. There you go. And you're hovering. If this doesn't feel good in your neck, I'll remind you, hands go behind the head for a little support, like a little baby pillow. I like to flex the right foot. Yeah, draw in more and hold. Your breath is with you. You're feeling the space and the shape. Keep the lift of everything. Just extend the left leg straight up towards the sky. The leg doesn't have to go pin straight if your hamstrings or, yep. So it's like a split leg stance. That's it. You're hovering everything. Your lower back is spreading. Your neck is neutral. You're feeling. Without using your hands, ankle to knee, creating the shape with the left leg. So you can keep your right leg floating in space if that worked better for you, and then just relax the shoulders. Or if you need a more passive hip opener this morning, which is totally cool and recommended, you're crossing that ankle and your right foot can come down to the mat. Yeah. Not every pose needs to be, this like blowout posture. I mean, it kind of does, but, not really. We're like all or nothing. That's the way I see it in life. All or nothing. Two more breaths. Hug your knees in towards your navel. Give a good little squeeze. Rock and roll several times. Cross your ankles. Slide into plank. Right into plank. Step back. Plank position. Index fingers are forward. Yeah. Creases of the wrists are forward. Neck is neutral. Maybe one of those days I walk into everything in here. Yeah. So modify if you need. Your knees can drop to the floor. Lead a little with your heart and chest. Good. Your weight comes more forward. So your tippy toes, you're on your tippy toes. Your eyes, where are they? Well, they're in your face, obviously, but you're looking at the ground. Yes, you're looking at the ground. You're looking maybe at the front skinny edge of the mat. And your breath is with you. If you're starting to labor, scale it back a little. You're not going to like my selection of adjustments here, but there you go. You're holding. This is all we're doing for 60 minutes. We're just going to hold plank. You're entering the world's book, the record book. Hips go up and back, down dog. Plank position, roll forward. So now your hands and feet found their spot. Halfway to a push-up, drop your knees if you need support this morning. Straighten your arms, plank position. Those were terrible. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank in one motion, plank position. Everybody, even if you've been practicing for 100 years, drop your knees to the floor. Bring your weight a tad more forward towards me. When you lower into a yoga push-up, your elbows slide by your side body. That's it. Stop before your shoulders drop. Drop your shoulders down your back. Straighten your arms. Hips lift up and back, down dog. Much better. One more time. Roll forward plank. All the way forward into a straight line of energy. If you find more success with the knees down, take that. Halfway to a push-up. Less is more in this practice. Elbows by your side body. Nope, you're in a push-up. Straighten your arms, plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back. Be careful of objects and people in the room. Point your right toes. Come forward. Hug your right knee in towards your navel. Re-extend the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your right knee in, give it a good little squeeze. Re-extend the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your right knee in, give it a good little squeeze. Step your right foot forward and through. Good. Come to your fingertips. When you step to the top of the mat, I want you to crisscross your feet at the top. So your left ankle is going to come in front of your right ankle. You're going to come to the fingertips long spine. Exhale, you're going to fold. Use blocks. If you look anything like me, I need like 7 blocks. Yes, fold. Bend your knees a lot. The blocks are underneath your hands if you need a little lift. Anytime you take a forward fold, it's good to have a little bend behind your knees if you know your hamstrings or low back are tight. Good. You're going to come to the fingertips, long spine. That means create some space. You're going to unravel your left leg back into a lunge. So just take a big step back into a lunge. You're going to drop your back knee down on an angle and sweep up supported lunge. Your right knee tracks over your right ankle. Your left thigh is on an angle. Yep. Your hands come down to frame your front foot. Lift the back knee up off the ground. Left palm down, right arm peels. Easy twist. If you know you're tight and short in your shoulders, which is 99% of us, come to your fingertips or slide a block underneath your hand. Yep. Jamie, bring the block a little closer to you. So it's less of a reach, closer to the instep of your front foot. Keep going. Keep going. Better. Hands to the floor, plank positions. Like you get where you got to go and then you have to move. You're like, shit, I got to switch positions. Chaturanga push up. Pick one that works, or if you're nursing an injury, just don't do it. Nope, no up dog. Plank position. Plank position. Plank position. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Point your left toes. When you lift, keep your leg and everything even. That's it. Come forward, hug your left knee, and give it a good little squeeze. Re-extend the leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug the knee, and give it a good little squeeze. Re-extend the leg up and back. Come forward, hug the knee, and give it a good little squeeze. Step the left foot smack in between the hands. Come to the fingertips. Crisscross at the top of the mat. That's it. So now it's your right foot in front. When you do this, your baby toes come together and your heels are separated. Definitely use blocks. I always find that there's one side of the body that's better than the other. Use the blocks and then fold down the center. Yep. Let your head drop and just breathe. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Create some space and length. Guide your right leg back into a low lunge. So you're in a low lunge, your left leg is forward. Drop your back knee on an angle. Yep. Uncurl the toes if that feels better. Keep the toes curled. Reach the arms up. Supported lunge. This is great for releasing the psoas. That's our walking, running, life muscle. All movement comes from there, front line of energy. Your breath is with you. Hands to frame your front foot. Lift the back knee, easy twist. Yes. So use the block and place it right here. There you go. Perfect. Left hip wants to wrap out. So wrap your left hip in. Activate your back leg. Good. What's your first name again?
Amy.
Amy, that's
We've
right.
never met.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't know your name then. Nice to meet you. I'm Julie. Yeah. Hands to the earth, plank position. Shoulder. Okay. So I don't know how you are with the push-ups and the up dogs. Don't do them. Yep. Chaturanga push-ups. You just hold plank. That's it. This time up dog. Just take it all out. Yep. We've all been there. Hips go up and back, down dog. Look where you want to go. You're going to step, float, skip, crawl to the top of the mat. I don't know how you're feeling or how much coffee intake you've had. Long spine or T. Fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. This is traditional sun A from the top, okay? Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let the head go. Come to the fingertips, long spine. You're going to step to plank. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog or cobra. Pick your poison or don't do any of them. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step, float, skip, crawl. To the top we go. Long spine. Fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step. If you're going to float, I'll just remind you, you're going to hop light into a low push-up. There you go. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. So Amy, you can easily go from a down dog to an up dog and just do it slow. You can also slide blocks under each of your hands in down dog, which may get you out of your shoulders. You can experiment with that a little. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. We go. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. From the top, arms go straight up. You guys look super psyched. You're really making it to midnight with this energy. Dive over, bend knees forward, fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. I don't think I've made it to midnight in like 20 years. Yeah. Yeah. Since I went to fish in 1999. Yeah. That's it. Proving nothing to anybody. You do you, okay? Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. We go. Long spine, fold, root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare yourself. Step or float through your version. So you can welcome, just step back to dog and hold for an extra breath or two. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Point your right toes. When you lift the leg, the goal is to have the leg as straight as possible. Come forward, hug your right knee in. This time, round your forehead to your knee and see if you can make your knee and your forehead touch. There you go. So there's a squeezing in aspect. Look forward with your eyes. Step your right foot all the way forward. This time, a smidgen over to the right. Activate your back left leg and rise to a crescent lunge. Come on up. If any of you need to modify this, I'm not offended. You drop your back knee to the floor and you modify. Yes, you're just in the high lunge, crescent lunge. Good. Stay a couple more breaths. Feel the weight should be in that standing right heel, the hip points driving forward. So without using your hands, it may not be the prettiest thing. You're going to step up into ankle to knee pose, okay? Cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. With the arms going up, sit down like you're sitting in chair. So stick your butt way back. And then start to hinge from your hip points to your fingertips forward. And then your fingertips can come to the floor. So no flying pigeon yet. It's too early in the practice. Just use it more as a hip opener. Yes. The blocks can be under both hands, one under each hand. Look forward with your eyes so you're not just dumping your chest down. The weight should be in that standing right heel, and you're going to flex your left foot strong around the outside of that right tricep. So I plan to finish out my 2004 like I'm going to start my 2005, doing residency in Vegas. 24 and 25. You know what I mean? 24, 25. Day. Okay, so the weight's going to transfer into that right heel. You're going to start to come up nice and slow. Don't use your hands. Arms are going to go straight up towards the sky. You're going to guide your left leg back into warrior one. So take a giant step back and ground your feet and sit deep in warrior one. That's it. Pretty good. Left rib spin forward. Looks good, Yanni. There you go. Anchoring of that back foot and driving of that right foot more. Jennifer, take your left thigh bone and turn it more forward. There you go. Hands to the earth. We're going to hit plank position. We're going to lean onto our left side for a Vashisthasana side plank. Modify with your left knee down if that suits your body and practice better, or stagger the feet. Chloe, watch your right hip. Close it up. There you go. Yeah, that's actually why I like to stagger this foot. I feel like it's more grounding. Top arm can reach up and forward. You're still in it. You're not out of the pose. Plank position, slow. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog is smooth if you're taking it on. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner thigh. Point your left toes. Come forward, hug your left knee in towards your forehead. Round yourself like a little ball. Look forward with your eyes and step your left foot all the way forward, but a smidgen to the left. There you go. Come to your fingertips, anchor and rise, crescent lunge. The weight should be in your standing left heel. Yes. So a couple things going on for some of you. If the lower back is sensitive, you've got an injury, you can tip your torso a tad forward. You can soften your back knee. You can modify this whole thing by dropping your back knee to the floor. Yeah. Either which way, you find the posture that works best for you and then you settle in. You quiet your mind and you just utilize the breath. Without using your hands, see if you could step up and cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh, arms moving up and hips going down like you're sitting in chair. That's it. Flex the right foot strong. Then from your hip points to your fingertips, start to lean out. And then fingertips can come down to the floor or maybe ideally blocks. Place them up nice and high. You'll flex that right foot around the outside of that left tricep. Yeah, flex it, flex it, flex it. And then look forward with your chest a little more, Jody. So sit deeper. There you go. Come to your fingertips and lead a little bit more with the heart and chest. Nice. That's exactly it. Nice, Bill. Good job. Come to the fingertips. Hands to your hips. Start to lift the torso. Arms up. Drive that right leg back, warrior one. Just make that big shape. Good job. Nice big juicy stance. Your back foot is almost completely turned forward. Outer blade of your right foot presses firm. Your right ribs spin. Yep. And you sit deep into that front left thigh. Hands to the earth to a plank. You're going to lean on your right hand unless you went the wrong way. Side plank. Vashisthasana. Pick one that you know calls your name. You can modify. Your right knee, Jamie, will come to the ground. And then you'll peel open. You got it. You're welcome to use a block underneath that right hand if that gives you a little lift. Awesome. Top arm can reach up and forward if you're looking for more. You got it. Stay with it. Plank position slow, no floppy transitions. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Exhale the breath. Look where you want to go. You can step, float, skip, or crawl to the top. We go. Long spine, fold in half. Let's sit together in chair. I know you're super stoked about it. Weight can be in your heels. Feet can be together or a little separated, depending on you. Shoulders slide down the back. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. From the top, here we go. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels, sit way back, chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare yourself. Step or float through your vinyasa of choice. Take out what you need, add what you need. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns, root to rise, warrior one. We all move at different speeds, so don't rush. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth, peel through your chest. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns, root to rise, warrior one. To the floor we go for it. Chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top we go. Long spine. Fold. Find your chair. Weight moves into your heels. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. It should be like a moving meditation at this point. Chair pose, sit way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Root to rise, warrior one. To the floor we go, your own speed, chaturanga. Up dog peel. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns. Here we go, root to rise. Looking good, everyone. To the floor we go, chaturanga push up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float. To the top we go. Long spine, fold in half. Chair pose now. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Here we go. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Still not looking so happy. Sit weight in your heels. Chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Less thinking and more feeling, long spine. Step or float through your vinyasa. It's just yoga. It's not brain surgery, thank God. Up dog pulls you through. You would not want me operating on you. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Root to rise, warrior one. Chaturanga push up. Keep it going. You got it. Figured it out. Left foot forward on your beat, on your breath. Rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Warrior one. Why not? To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns. Root to rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Nice work. Upward facing dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Pause and hold your down dog. Downward facing dog. Your hips lift high up off your shoulders. The center of your heels melt down towards the ground. Your shoulders move away from your ears and your hands plug firmly into the mat. Take your right ankle and cross it over to the top of your left thigh on the inside. There you go. Uh-huh. External rotation of your right knee. Yeah, there you go. And your hips lift. So you're an ankle to knee here in a down dog. Keep the ankle to knee, roll forward to plank. So you're in a plank ankle to knee, plank ankle to knee. So you have to create this external rotation and lift your hips. There you go. Take your right knee to the back of your right tricep. Back of your right tricep without yanking your hip. Nope. So watch your shoulder and watch your hips. Less movement. Hug your right knee straight in. Give it a good little squeeze. Step the right foot smack in between the hands. Turn the back foot sharp. Cartwheel open. Warrior two. Warrior two. Yeah. Nice big juicy stance. So your right knee tracks over your right ankle. Your right thigh rolls open. Yeah. Your left toes turned a little on an angle. Make sure your feet are set up. Soften the shoulders down the back. And here we are. Straighten your left leg if you can, Jamie. Straight left leg. Yep. Perfect. Close your eyes and go inward and let yourself just feel. You're holding warrior two. Side ribs are long. And as the feelings kind of move through your body and the thoughts come and go, that is the yoga practice right there. Everything is temporary. 5 more breaths. How can you engage and relax in the posture while holding a strong pose? It is possible. Straighten your right leg on track. Pick your distance, triangle pose. Pick your distance for triangle. You can use a block to the outside of your right calf. Anything goes here. It's a regular triangle build. Keep your hips open towards the side mirror. Left arm extends up towards the sky. Side ribs are nice and open. There's a little lean back action without going into your lower back. Stay with it. Stay with it. We're traveling to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, so you can keep your left arm up or you can slide it to your side body or hip. Move the block with you forward about 6, 8, maybe even 10 inches forward and step up into Ardha. Now, the biggest thing in Ardha, the most challenging thing is keeping your right foot plugged into the mat and not turning in. So grip your right hip in, and sometimes it's helpful to have a little soft bend behind the right knee. If you're dying to take a bind, I'm not going to stop you today. Take a bind. If you're going to kick, though, Lila, kick behind you towards Karen. So your leg needs to be closer to you. Doing well. Little by little. Little by little. Just sit if you need to. Yeah. Good. And it's getting better, you can tell. Yeah. Little by little. Stay with it, guys. Like a big yawn. If you bound it up, release into regular Ardha. Regular Ardha, everybody. Soften the right knee. Take a giant step back, warrior two. It's where we started this whole mess. Warrior two. Revisit warrior two. It feels better. You've been here before. The consistency is definitely helpful. Reverse the warrior. It's a side body stretch. It's not a back bend. Come back through warrior two. We're going to take our right hand to the inside of our right foot today. B variation of extended side angle. I use a block. I place it low, medium, or these days high. Don't tell anyone. Yep. And then I caddy the inside of the back of my right tricep to the inside of the right leg. So you're creating this anchor. And then you continue this openness of the chest. You're breathing your collarbone open. Now, if the left arm reaches around, you're able to bind. That's great. But your chest isn't dumping down. There's a steering of your chest and your heart open and a gripping in of your right hip. Your arm could also be on the top of the thigh. I didn't mention that, but that is a good option. Okay, last little bit. Let's challenge ourselves to come to the fingertips of the right hand. So your right hand isn't, you're not breaking at your wrist or dumping all your weight. Yeah. Warrior two, come on up. Never gets old. Circle to the floor, plank position. Hit the plank, hold plank. You're in plank. You're going to drop to your forearms to forearm plank. Forearm plank. You're going to turn your left arm in on a little angle and you're going to roll into a forearm side plank. Yeah. So you're facing towards the feel good do good, guys. You're on your left arm and you're rolling into a forearm side plank. That's it. I know I'm testing everyone's limits today. Roll open. Stack your feet, stagger your feet, or modify. You can modify, Amy. That's fine. Last little bit. Top arm can stretch up or up and forward. If it reaches up and forward, your baby fingertips towards the ground. Forearm plank, slow. Forearm plank, slow. Lengthen your tailbone. Engage the pit of the belly to the back of the spine. Separate your hands, one hand at a time, plank position. Down dog. Cross your left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Ankle to knee and down dog. You'll notice that one side's probably better than the other, especially if any sort of surgeries in any of joints there. Yep. Ankle to knee and down dog. That's all you're doing right now. Flex your left foot strong. Good. When you come forward to plank position, hold ankle to knee in plank. Now listen carefully. When your knee drifts to the back of your left tricep, it's a small movement, which means your hips don't move at all. It's just your knee to the back of that tricep. So it may or may not get as close as you think. Then you'll hug the knee straight in to the center line. And then with that effort, you'll step your left foot forward. That was better. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle and let's cartwheel open, warrior two. Roll that left thigh open. Take a nice big juicy stance this morning. Take up a lot of space on your mat. Soften your shoulders down your back. Notice if your left ribs want to steer back. Steer them towards the feel good, do good, and the right ribs back a little. That's it. Turn your right toes, Jamie, in a little, other way. And take a little bit of bigger step, and you're doing awesome. Stay with it, guys. Sit deeper. Think about a squat and sitting. Breathe your shoulders, your chest, everything open. Sit deeper. Straighten your left leg on track. Pick your distance, triangle. Yeah, pick your triangle. Outside of the calf best with the block, yes. So this is not a back bend. Your side body is long. You have to really kind of pull in and up from the ground up. There's a little lean back action, but it's really important that you don't lean into your low back, right? Your obliques are doing a lot of work to keep everything kind of lifted and up. You have a soft bend in that front left leg just to be safe, and your right arm is straight up towards the sky. Now you're going to keep all that and step up into your Arda. You're going to try and make it as kind of smooth transition. Block moves forward, left foot stays rooted and forward. Doesn't always work out that way, but we try. And Arda is like a big yawn. Yeah. Add in whatever you did on the other side. Just remind you that if you are binding and kicking behind you, the kick goes straight back. Much better, Lila. Soften the left knee. Perfect. And if you fall, it's just yoga. You have many opportunities to retry. The unstableness of the pose makes the pose interesting. Right. If you just got there every time and you nailed it, you wouldn't come back. Regular half moon. Find what you started with. Regular half moon. Soften the left knee and let's step back together. Warrior two. Nice big juicy step. Warrior two. You've been here before. Warrior two. Make sure the left knee tracks over the left ankle. The right toes are turned a little on in. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Let your side body get open first. And then find your B variation of extended side angle. Block to the instep of the foot or arm to the top of the thigh, right arm straight up. Yeah, so use the back of your left tricep to caddy in there. And then a half bind or any variation of this that works best in your body. Your chest stays very open. There's a gripping of your left hip. Your breath is filling the space. The crown of the head lines up with your front foot. Warrior two, come on up, no bounce. Warrior two, sit deeper. Circle the hands to frame your front foot, plank position. Plank position. Forearm plank, slow. So I turn my right arm in a little on an angle, and then I roll into Bashi on the forearm. So staggering the feet helps me. You can stack the feet. You can drop the bottom knee. That's fine, Amy. That works. Amy in the front row. That's great. Top arm straight up or up and over your ear to work the obliques more. Nice work. Eyes to the floor, forearm plank, slow. Split the hands apart, one hand at a time, plank. Pause and plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog, peel your chest through your body, press even through the hands, the tops of the feet. Nice, Liz. Hips go up and back, down dog. Stay with me, guys. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Rest is for the weary. Crescent lunge, yeah. Crescent lunge. You're high on the ball of your back foot. We're juicy. Things are just getting started. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Lean way out. Let's hook the elbow and twist. Crescent with a twist. Drop the back knee if you need to. Modify with an easy twist as an alternative. There's a lean back. So Karen, think crown of the head, lean it back towards Lila. There you go. Activate your left leg strong. Grip your right hip, Chloe, in. Right hip. That other right hip. Yeah, there you go. Where's the breath? In this part of the practice, you need to really tap into that breath. Lean back a little bit more and get in there. Hands to the earth. Step to the top of the mat, feet together. Long spine, be deliberate. Chair weight moves into your heels. Yeah, feet can be a little separated. Sometimes that eases everything. Weights in your heels. You okay, Beth? Okay. There you go. So it's possible to be in this pose and use a little less energy. Yes. So when you're sitting, really focus on the legs being strong. Make sure the torso is not twisting towards the right. Everything is staying straight. The only thing that's twisting is your little baby ribs. So watch that your left knee isn't coming past your right, guys. That's it. Chair pose, pull it around. Stay on your legs. You're doing awesome. Wrap your left thigh around your right thigh. Eagle. Wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. You're standing on your right leg and you're finding eagle. We're going out with a bang. Sit in your heel, right heel. Stick your tush back. Create a little arch in the spine. It's like an up dog. Steer your knees to the left and upper body a tad to the right. You got this. Relax the jaw on the face. Unravel just the arms. You got it. Unravel the top leg and step into a short warrior one. It's like a 3-foot step back. Yes. Walk your right foot, everybody, to the right so your feet are hips width distance. You're in a short warrior one. Your feet are about 3 feet apart, maybe 4 if you're tall. Right hand slides to your hip. We're setting up for twisting triangle. Left arm steers up towards the sky. Reach big, reach way out, come down, and let's find that twisting triangle. Use a block to the instep of the foot, or your hand could be on your shin. Take a bigger step with this foot. Yep, perfect. So I highly recommend using a block because a lot of times what happens is the chest dumps down. Yes, and at this point in the practice, we've worked so hard to open everything. Like, why not? Be on your fingertips at least, and that's going to help. Uh-huh. Steer your hips towards the back skinny edge of the mat, like someone's got you on one of those big stretchy ropes, and they're pulling you back. Little more breath. Scissor the inner thighs and the hips in and twist. Hands to the earth. Down dog. I just want you to step into a down dog. Step into a down dog. Hold your body up in down dog. Now glide your left foot forward, crescent lunge. So go for it. Crescent lunge, left side. Rise. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Lean way out with your torso. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, or take a variation that maybe you took on the other side that seemed to work better for you. There's a gripping of your left hip in and an activation of your right leg. The crown of the head leans back a little. Looks great. Nice, Jennifer. Point your left elbow, Kim. There you go, up towards the side. It's going to give you a little more power. We'll take whatever we can. 3 more breaths. You got this, guys. Hands to the earth. We knew it was time to get out, Lila. Step to the top of the mat. Yep. Feet together or a little separated. Long spine on the in. Exhale the breath, fold. Complete every movement. Chair pose. Sit deep. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale the breath, hook and twist towards the left. So this time it's the right knee that likes to wiggle past the left. It's sneaky in that way. Yes. I'd rather you go less into the pose, but have better alignment. Good. Spine is long. Point the left elbow to the sky. Look up. Feet stays in your heels. Chair pose. Pull it around. Stay in your legs. Wrap the right thigh around the left thigh. You can do it. Wrap the right arm underneath the left arm. Eagle it up. You're nice and sweaty and toasty. Your body is ready. You're in your standing left heel. Sit. Knees a little to the right. Upper body a tad to the left. Little arch in the spine. So you know where we're going. We're going to try just to transition right in. Just open it up and step right back. You got it. So it's a 3-foot step back with your arms up. Walk your left foot before you go, guys, a little to the left, and make sure your right ribs are facing forward. Left hand slides to your hip. Right arm reaches way out. We're going to come forward. Find that extension. Don't get sloppy. Irma, walk your left foot a little bit more towards Amy. She's to your left. Your left foot. Nope, that's your right foot. Walk your left foot over to the left. To the left, towards Amy. That's your right foot, your front foot. Yes, before you arrive in a twisting triangle, you want to make sure your feet are about hips width distance. It's going to be a lot easier on that lower back when you twist. Yes, you got it. It's okay. We know the yoga's doing its thing when you don't know where you are. Right. Hand could be on the flat part of your back. So Chloe, what I want you to do is place your left hand on the flat part of your back, and you'll feel your right hip is way down. There you go. There you go. Now move your block a little more forward and over to the left. Perfect. Now your chest is open. Now peel open. Perfect. That was a really good adjustment, and you did it on your own. Rather than looking back, guys, look sideways, look up. You got 3 more breaths. Hands to the earth. Plank position, please. Plank position, please. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. Let's pull ourselves through our body. Hips go up and back, down dog. Let's hop our feet through and lay down. We're going to set back. Big straighten on your backs. We're taking 3 back bends here. So the first one, let's have everyone take basic bridge. You can use blocks. Yeah, so if you're going to use a block underneath your lower back, my suggestion is to lay down first, then put the block there. Yeah. So if you're resting on a block, you're more in a restorative pose, that's fine. Everybody else, exhale the breath, lower down. Flip the palms if you're moving on. If not, just repeat a variation of bridge. Flip the palms, bring your chin to your chest, Take a giant breath in, traditional full wheel. Nothing fancy here, just lift straight up. Nice work. Exhale the breath, tuck the chin, lower down with slowness. Come out nice and slow. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Third one's going to have some add-ons. You can do it from bridge, you can do it from wheel, you pick, okay? Flip your palms. This can all be done from a bridge pose and supported bridge. Flip the palms, chin to chest, giant breath in, let's lift up. So you're either in bridge, supported bridge, or full wheel. Lift your right leg straight up towards the sky. Bend the knee, take the foot back down to the ground. Lift higher, hug your left knee in, and then extend the left leg straight up. Hug the knee in, lower it down, lift a little higher. Exhale the breath, lower down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Move any objects out of the way if you're on a supported block. Take your time doing so. Don't be in a rush. Grab for the outer blades of your feet for a happy baby. Pull the knees down around your rib cage. Straighten your legs in this position. So straight leg on your back. So watch out on your super body. Maybe cross right here. Just your legs of your legs, the back of your thighs, but some variation of a wide straddle on your back. And then you're going to reach your arms forward in between your hands in a prayer. There you go. The legs stay up in a V shape. Yes. Even if it's a small V, because that's all you have room for. The back of the shoulders lift. We're not cranking our neck. So if your neck is drawing forward, look towards the sky. The shoulders lift, the legs spread apart. This should be easy for some of you. You like your legs apart. There you go. Uh-huh. Thank you, people. There is no humor in this room. Keep the arms moving forward. Lift the legs straight up towards the sky and reach those hands towards the ceiling. So now everything's lifting. So legs more forward, Kim. Legs more forward and arms reach towards. There you go. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll up to a seated position. Your favorite half pigeon, full pigeon, double pigeon, whatever you want to do here. You're going to finish off your 2024 with a hip opener of choice, okay? So you're going to hit your right side. You can land your back, Jamie. You can take an ankle to knee like we did early on. Yeah. Yes, you can go back to the porn pose if you want. Anything goes here. I need you to find right side of a pigeon of a hip opener. If you need a suggestion, let me know. Bill, that's actually a good one. I was going to suggest that. I just took a class and that's how we started the practice. Fabulous. Wherever you are, you're going to switch sides. So if you're on your back, if you're seated, whatever it is, you're going to find your way to the other side. Stay connected. Use the strength of your body, start to come up. You're going to lean on your left side and swing your right leg forward. Flex both your feet. Now, the traditional pose of Paschimottanasana is to grab the base of your feet here with your legs together. I actually like it with the feet hips width distance if you have any back issues. Yeah, so you can experiment with that. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Inhale that breath and exhale, you're going to reach way out. Now, you may not be lucky enough to grab the base of your feet, so don't sweat the small stuff, literally. Just reach forward and let your hands kind of drape to the floor. Vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to lower yourself down. You're going to try to use your core muscles. So keep reaching your arms forward. You're vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling yourself down onto your backs. When you hit the floor, you set up for Shavasana. It's the hardest pose I know. Yeah, it's the master posture. Exhale the breath out. You can slide things underneath your legs, things over your eyes. Make yourself comfortable. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms up over the top of the head. Give yourself a full body stretch. If you get to know your neighbor, it's fine. Part of the deal here. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Big squeeze to this and your back to wait for yourself over. You to your side. Over to your right side. This side, like ladies sometimes. And you're going to use the strength of your body to slowly sit up facing the back of the house. Yep. So if you don't like doing that, you're doing it anyways. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to use your hands and slowly push yourself up to a standing position. You're going to come all the way up standing at the back of your mat. Do it slow. You're going to stand up with your eyes closed, your feet together. You're going to arrive in a mountain pose. You're going to probably be sideways. It doesn't matter. Your eyes are closed and you're just going to stand for a moment and you're going to feel. You're going to feel how grounded you got yourself in the course of 1 hour. You're going to take on this new year that you're about to enter with a little bit of challenge and maybe doing things slightly different and open to change. But most importantly, you're going to have gratitude for yourself always, because getting here is hard, but sometimes being here is even harder. To acknowledge that. Bring the hands to prayer if they're not already there. Bow your head and seal the practice that never goes away. It's always here for you. Lift your head, open your eyes. Namaste. Go out there, finish off your day strong. This one's for you, Mom.